The British are coming, the British are coming. Indeed, they're already here. Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to the year 1775 in the Born in the Fire mod for America. Those are some big British battleships, some big warships here, firing on Bunker Hill. We're just outside of Boston here in the year 1775. The Revolutionary War taking place already, and the colonists standing up against the Brits. So, if you want to see more of this, more Men of War Assault Squad on the channel, since we're fighting for democracy here, folks, use your democracy-like powers and hit that like button to vote for more Men of War Assault Squad on the channel, and go ahead and blow it up over to 1,000 likes in the first hour to show your power here, folks, as the British are bombarding our position, and they're approaching with high speed now. British forces are going to be leaving the base over here, the large fort, and they're also, I believe, firing on us with cannons over on this side as well. We've got to hold the hill for as long as possible as British forces are making their way up to the top. Oh man, there's some big explosions here already. Some of our troops losing their lives. I think even George Washington's here to hang out. We got some of the officers over here doing what they do best. They're hitting the dirt, as well as the troops as they're under very increasingly heavy cannon fire. We've got very good artillery squads here. It looks like one of our cannons knocked out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cannons remaining, 2 on the top here and 2 on the bottom ledge. We've got artillery crewmen who've either been dead or killed or wounded. We've got dead and wounded pretty much everywhere, and we've got some reinforcements standing by as well. So the British are going to hold here again. If you want to check this out, folks, check down below in the description. We've got access to Minutemen. We've got access to line infantry and skirmishers as well, and the British are now finally approaching here. You can see them down the road as they've left moments ago to start the battle. You can see on the mini-map there their lines of approach as well, so they'll be approaching here from the far left, and 2 groups in the center, and it looks like also a naval landing over here from those giant warships from before. You can kind of see a beachhead here as they're defending their landing zone. Alright, so everyone else is given orders to hold the hill for as long as possible, and we've been under siege for quite some time, and now the British have finally got up enough strength to start their attack. Minutemen are starting to rearm, and it looks like we got a cannon here ready to fire, so we better make good use of that. Looks like it actually may have been damaged, and I don't actually know if we can repair this thing. Looks like all we got now is the use of a sidearm. Well, this is unfortunate. I think the cannon can fire. It should be able to. So, oh boy, look at all that infantry fall as all the Minutemen and skirmishers and everyone else are firing from the heights. We've got multiple lines here of defense as the British are... Oh, look at that. They're falling on the breakers now. A lot of their forces being decimated by the defenses of the Americans and the colonists here. But also they're starting to make their way up the hill here. We got to hold the ground for as long as possible, and reinforcements are on the way. Let's go ahead and get some skirmishers up here then. 6 minutes and 40 seconds on calling those out. Let's get them up right away. Looks like out of our defensive position over here on the right, the city of Boston here, and some other defensive positions here where the colonists and the also the Continental Army have taken up position. Alright, the British are hitting us again with their warships. Man, are we going to be decimated from this position, but we've got to hold. They're under a huge amount of pressure here, the Americans, as they're reloading and trying to hold against the British redcoats who are trying to push up the hill. Oh my goodness. Alright, looks like some Americans have survived over here and are chewing away at the British flank. Looks like we got access to more Minutemen, but we're going to hold for as long as possible. Reinforcements should be coming from the rear and also from the city of Boston, possibly. Actually, it looks like that's more of a defensive position over there. They're trying to take the hill, possibly to use it as an artillery position for the final pushes into the city. For now, we've just got access to 4 cannons and a bunch of great infantry who are holding the line. Absolute American heroes. Oh, look at this. In a couple of minutes, here comes several groups of Britons who want to grab the piece of land, hold the place, and save the freedom. Yeah, this mod is from a Russian, too, by the way, so the English translations are always good. Yes, grab some land and save the freedom indeed. Alright, looks like the British are getting ready to land over on the right side. You can already see the boats and such that are starting to arrive, and they're starting to get into their columns now so they can start advancing. It looks like the columns that advanced previously were also destroyed in the defense of the hill. Unfortunately, we're losing a lot of troops to those cannon barrages, but there's really nothing we can do in it. Unfortunately, no A-10 strike or anything for us. But it looks like the British here are kind of shooting it out with a few of the privates over here, and a lot of British troops now falling. Look at all that red is British troops that did not make it up the hill, so they basically almost got through the first set of defenses, but the Americans knocked them back. We still have reinforcements on the way, and we still have reinforcements kind of lying in the rear here. So let's get back up on the line and get ready to push those British forces back again. Get up there, boys. Let's get up there. All right, the British are coming again. Here they come. All right, you can see them on that left side there. Into defensive positions, boys. There we go. Oh boy, they got to stand and reload. Okay, more British forces coming up. All right, everyone's holding the position. Let's get that cannon firing. Boy, the cannons are in some real horrific positions here. This one's, the depression is too low. This one, I don't even know if it can fire or not. All right, there we go. Wow, look at all that. British forces there trying to make their advance up the hill. Look at that. All those forces starting to make their way up here. Look at that, all those columns. British Grenadiers are thrown into battle. Do not let them break the defenses. All right, Grenadiers are up next. Break the detachment of Grenadiers is our next group. Do not let them come close to fortifications. Oh boy, all right. If the British Grenadiers get close to fortifications, they will blow them apart with grenades, and we cannot allow that to happen. All right, we're holding them back. They've kind of broken through the first defensive line here. British forces advancing at random. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at all those forces down there just getting cut down. Wow, the British firing back in big waves like that. Look at that. Did you see all that fire coming from that column? Incredible. All right, we got more advanced forces on the way here. I don't know if any of our reinforcements have arrived. I'm going to keep some of the officers in the rear. Looks like more reinforcements are standing in wait over here. I purposely kept some out of the area so that way they could, you know, live through the battleship bombardments as they came in. More British forces on the way, more than likely. Yep, looks like another column coming in through here. Look at that. Wow, look at so cool how they turn through the woods like that. Very nice. All right, we got our shooters up on the line. We've got skirmishers and other troops here. Unfortunately, the cannons just not firing like I wish they would. It'd be really cool to see them lighting up more often, but let's see if we can get this cannon firing. Wow, look at the cannon's real poor right there. Can't actually move it. Let's see if we can move the cannon out of the place. Come on, whoever's ready to fire, grab that cannon. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Wait. There we go. All right, close range, high explosive shell did the trick. British are now starting to attack the further left flank, which is the northern section here. British forces are going to knock us off the cannons. Colonists are holding, though. Forces on the right side are really holding nicely here, too. Fighting out with the British there. There's a lot of them, so we want to make sure we hold them down. Too bad we don't have a mortar. Perhaps a Sherman will show up sometime soon. That'd be nice. Unfortunately, not going to be the case here in 1775. Look at that. That one soldier there holding the line with the cannon. Let's see if we can hit him again. Oh, really? I thought that explosion would kill those guys. Grenadiers can be found by those hats there. You can see them with the kind of pointier hats. And there's kind of like a bell or something at the top of them. A little ball of red. Red coats are definitely incredibly covering the field here. There's like a lot of forces out there, especially that are dead. Look at all the troops that have been pushed forward to try to capture this hill. Incredible. They're retreating to regroup. Soon there'll be a second attack. Everyone be ready. Oh boy. All right, they're going to be regrouping here. We did a great job of holding them back. Oh boy. And here comes those battleship guns. All right, let's see. Skirmishers with long guns. I still have yet to see some of those troops arrive. Don't know exactly where they're at. These might be them right here who arrived earlier. Let's get line infantry up and some Minutemen. We got to start filling in some space. Let's get reinforcements here now, as we're going to be losing some forces from all that constant battleship fire. An incredible amount of fire. Looks like they are trying to pull back, but they're engaged, so they're not really doing too hot here. All right, the British have pushed up to our, basically our last defense here, the higher ground, and they're bombarding us one more time. It's going to be very interesting to see if we can hold through this for America, baby. All right, let's get some of these guys on the line now. Some of the officers and such are going to come up. Let's inspire the men and hold the line. I don't see any of our reinforcements coming in. They all seem to be over in Boston or chilling or what. These are friendly forces on the flanks. Oh, look at this. Some of these guys got pistols. Break yourself, foo. All right, hold Breed Hill for another 15 minutes. All right, we've just got to hold for another 15 minutes now. Wow, the initial bombardment is over. The initial attacks are over. And now we've just got to hold against the continuously advancing British forces. And here comes our reinforcements as well. Here they come. Finally, we beat the detachment of Grenadiers, and the Grenadiers are running. There we go. And we just got ourselves some extra infantry from beating those Grenadiers. Beautiful. They weren't able to breach our defenses. All right, more American reinforcements are on the way. Here they come. Come on, boys. Where are you? Are you coming or what? Let's go. I'm waiting for them to run up here. Seems like they're just chilling out in the back. Come on up here, you fools. Let's go. We don't have time to sit in the back. Let's get up to the front line. There we go. All right, American forces are coming up. Now, of course, one thing I want to know from you folks is what do you think causes the most amount of deaths on the battlefield, even to this day? And I'll give you a clue. It's being used right now. So for those of you who can guess what the most deadly weapon on the battlefield since its invention is, and of course you could say things like gunpowder and such, and yes, technically that'd be a winner, but there's something very specific. All right, let's see. 13 minutes now, we have to hold the hill. Let's get our reinforcements back into line. Boy, were we beaten back hard, but we were definitely holding the line here. Continental Army doing a great job against, and also just regulars and volunteers and everything, just doing a great job of holding against the British. Some of those cannons are real bad. We can't actually, I don't know why we can't shoot some of these cannons like that, but very cool. I believe this mod also expands into the Civil War, and I'd also like to see it expand into the Russian Revolution as well, which would be really cool. British reinforcements trying to come through the flower fields here. Break the shooters Ferguson. All right, on the horizon, where arrows Ferguson knocked them. What? I have no idea what he's saying. All right. These guys are like drunk or something. Hey, man, I got to get them. Yeah, all right, George Washington, we'll get them. Yeah, we got. Okay, George, just calm down. We got it. We got it covered. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can hold. Oh, perfect. A defensive position here over on the right. Actually, is there any better? Oh, very good. Good defense. Oh, yeah, we're going to need all the boys on the line now. We're being attacked on high numbers on the right side. On the left side, more enemy reinforcements coming in, too. Let's get some of our reinforcements to the left and see if we can hold over here. We're holding on with such minimal forces. The defenses of this hill are really what's holding. Again, anything from, you know, doors and chairs and wicker baskets full of rocks and such are really all that's being used to try to deter the British from attacking the hill. All the reinforcements we've got are now coming up to try to hold the hill with us. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at that. Look at that firefight. That is incredible. Look at the Minutemen. They fire, they reload, they fire again. Oh man, look at that. And the British volley of fire just coming in. Really cool to see that as all those troops are there. Very cool. And the American counter fire coming in too from the defensive positions. Cannons. We got to get some of those cannons up and running. Unfortunately, I don't think we can manual fire down into some of those positions. The cannon areas here are very narrow. We can only pretty much fire all the way back to the fort, so let's give them hell over there. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Steve. Alright, wow, somebody lost their hearing. British forces, this is the Ferguson, there's the, wow, Muskin Brown Bess 1722 model. Very cool. You know, it's a great thing to watch. If you've ever seen Forgotten Weapons, an auction channel, they show off a lot of great, either forgotten weapons or very old weapons, or moderately new weapons, and all the demonstration of how they work. Very cool stuff, very interesting. Unfortunately, none of our troops have any sort of grenades or anything. We don't have grenadiers ourselves. It'd be cool to see if we can roll some of those down the hill. But we're going to get all of our forces into fighting position now to try to hold for the last 10 minutes. The British may still try to hit us with those gigantic ships out in the, I guess, harbor or bay here. And I think over that way is the city of Boston, I would imagine. Very cool how, by the way, we're very limited in our view, so it really creates... Oh, that's Charleston. Oh, I see, Charleston. But we're on the outskirts of Boston here. Look what they did to Charleston. How many lives have been taken to the whim of the king, and for what? All right, so that is the city of Charleston, my mistake. I don't know much about the battle, but this is very cool to learn about the battle here. Very excited to play and kind of experience what it was like here for some of these troops. And man, World War I was hell, but this seems like even worse to like be defenseless for an entire minute as you scramble to reload under fire. Incredible. Alright, so British forces are still firing. Charleston over here then, and you can see British defenses, I think, possibly a fort just past those ships. I'm not exactly sure how much territory they controlled at the time. But a very good reason to go back and learn about American history in terms of the Revolution here. And I'm just trying to see if we got any other forces out. Oh, do we have a colonial down there? Oh boy. Possible somebody out there just sprinting around. Look at this guy. Sam Ward down here with his long rifle. Yeah, let's get him up on the line here. Oh, wait, see if he can fire back at some of those grenadiers that are down there. Wow, the Americans are just holding the line like no tomorrow. At least there won't be for the British. Very good. All right, now we're firing again. Let's get down there and retake some of these positions, get closer to the enemy. We're going to break out from our defenses a bit, make it a little harder for us to kill and be bombarded. Finish off the British on the left side, and then we'll focus all of our fire to the right. Looks like they're pinned down behind that I guess, stone wall. They're not really going to advance from there. I don't blame them. And our forces firing from up here. We do have a cannon ready, but for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to be actually moving. It's been damaged. And there's nothing we can do to repair it. Come on, brother. Repair that cannon. Let's see here. Repair kit. Nope. Unfortunately, I guess those don't exist. We'd have to haul it back somewhere for major repairs. Alright, British cannons are firing on us yet again from the... oh, boy. Wow, from the... oh, did somebody just fly past? Ah, the river is really causing us some trouble here. Soon we'll be able to call in like a dive bomber or something. Get rid of that, huh? If only. Alright, so we're going to have to hold on the ground for as long as we can. 8 more minutes is all we've got to do here until American reinforcements arrive and or the British siege and attack stops. Boy, is that one huge explosion. Incredible. You can see the colonial flag here. You can see all the Continental Army troops and flags and banners holding the position. Very interesting here. Just 8 minutes left on their defense. And more barrages coming in. Very cool to see all those cannons load up and fire off again. Alright, here we go. Let's get over here on this right side. America. Alright, let's get over here on the right side. Try to keep those British troops pinned down by constant fire. Again, the Minutemen only take at least 59 seconds to reload. You got to be a little less than a minute. Nah, it's about a minute for the reload. In this time, day and age, reloading is probably the most important thing, especially during a defense. You need to be able to fire and then fire again. These may be the Ferguson. Oh, these are the Ferguson rifles here. These guys are very long-distance shooters, and we definitely want to take those guys out. Perhaps we can get some Minutemen to flank them. Let's try that. We'll call out some forces for a flanking operation, see if we can get rid of them as the Americans pin them down up here on the hill. Alright, we're seeing a big advance of the British again. They're now breaking from their column and starting to run in. They've fixed bayonets. Looks like they're going to try to get our troops at close range. Oh my goodness. That's not good. Oh, yep. Hand-to-hand combat now. Alright, anybody who's not reloading. Oh boy, we got to retreat, retreat, retreat. Oh man, some of our Americans are not going to make it up here. Going to try to get to higher ground to shoot at them. Use our range of our rifles. There we go. Alright, well, one made it through. And the rest of our forces are firing from the heights. Alright, let's see here. More American forces. Oh, and more British forces arriving. 6 minutes left on the defense. Can we do this for America? It'll be a paradox if we don't. Uh-oh, that wouldn't be good. Alright, let's see. Alright, Ferguson rifles are still over here. We're going to try to flank these guys. We got reinforcements arriving from off-map now. And this is the only single-player mission that is available currently for the mod. And I'm very excited to see some more, to play some more historical battles and defenses and sieges. Will be very interesting, especially those of the Civil War and also the American and also Russian and other revolutions and civil wars too. Would be very interesting to see. I'd also like to see a Spanish Civil War mod too for Men of War Assault Squad. That would be great. Here's a very good defensive position here. And if we take this position, we'll be able to fire directly on those Ferguson rifles and pin them down. Right now, they're focused on reloading from their constant shootout from the hill, but now they're going to get whooped by these newly arrived reinforcements that are going to take them down in the first volley. All right, get them, boys. All right, looks like all those troops are pinned down here. All right, very good. Wow, look at this. The British have made it past our outskirt defenses and our main defensive line, but the higher lines up here, where you see a lot more of the yellow soldiers, is really our main line now. Let's get some of these troops off the defenses here and bring them up to the front. There we go. Again, those cannons depression don't really work so well, and it's nice to be able to experience and experiment with the mod a little bit, get some experience on how it's played, and I love it. Be very good for multiplayer. Red Skirmishers run. Possibly try to pick up their equipment. Ferguson rifles are quite good. All right, very good. All right, the Ferguson have been broken. They're routing. Very good. That flank did work successfully. So from that heavier defensive position, we were able to break those troops, and now they're running for cover. Very good. I'm sorry to say this, but we cannot afford to cope with an enemy force at this time. Our goal is to keep Boston's blockade, which we'll have by breaking a large force of the English. Not strong enough to disrupt our plan and lift the blockade. Pull back. Oh, that's right. We're on the outskirts of Boston. We're trying to, we have Charleston, and we're trying to basically siege. Everybody's trying to siege Boston. It's extremely important. And what's our next objective then? Let's see. Do not let the enemy climb and strengthen the position at Breed's Hill. Certain soldiers must stay alive. Holy crap! All those guys I basically led into battle. Oh my God! Oh wow! Forces over here are still alive. Okay. So the flanking forces are still alive and functioning. Very good. So the way I understand it is that Boston, you know, was taken and held and exchanged hands. There's the Battle of Breeds Hill, Bunker Hills. Oh boy. Holy crap. Wow, big explosions, trees being knocked down everywhere, gunpowder going off, big guns and muskets firing. Very incredible. So yeah, it's been a while since I studied the war, and this definitely inspired me to read some books and get to learn some more about all these troops here and all their tactics. And man, look at that, all those forces. Look at that, that incredible amount of life lost on trying to take this hill. Both two gigantic British warships trying to assist in the attack and capturing of this hill. And American forces pretty much a GG for them as they're really running out of ammunition, though they still have plenty of fighters. And, you know, everybody's using their own musket balls to the best of their ability. British forces don't seem to be laying much of an attack any longer. I think the siege has been broken. Or at least whatever we're doing it well. Let's go ahead and get some more line marines up then. As it says here, line marines. Linear marines. Alright, forces on the left side. I believe we're now tasked with attacking. Is that what we're doing? Let's see. The General Staff should do not let British troops occupy the hill. General Staff should operate on Breeds Hill. Captain Prescott must, oh, I see. These guys must leave the battle. Okay, very good. Oh, they got to leave the battlefield. Okay, how do we get them out of here? All right, well, let's depart then. I don't know why we're leaving, but I want to attack the British forces. We should have a full-out attack. All right, all of our reinforcements here. We got to finish off the British then. Let's get into some of these better defensive positions and finish off their forces down there. And it doesn't... Oh, it looks like they've got more reinforcements coming in. So the officers are leaving the battle. And we're going to send up some more reinforcements to hold the hill. We cannot allow the British to hold this hill. And we're retreating now with whomever we've got to retreat with. Where are our reinforcements? Where are they, boys? There we go. More American reinforcements coming in now. Alright, very good. Oh boy, that's a lot of British forces coming in. They're going to be here by the time we get to that position. We got to take somewhere higher, and I think I found the perfect place right over here. That far right side is perfect. All right, let's see here. Israel Putnam, William Prescott must leave the battlefield. What the... All right, was it the guys over there? I don't know where those guys are. We're going to have to find them. Oh, man, that's never going to happen. They're going to go back to Charleston, I think. All right, I don't know where our officers are. They're probably up here. All right, let's see. Let's find our boys. Joseph Warren, Landon, Israel Putnam there is one of our guys. William Prescott, and David Bell. All right, we're going to have these guys retreat just to get them out of the area. All right, they're going to retreat to Charleston then. All right, forces are coming up then to retake the hill. British forces trying to advance, and American reinforcements arriving again. We're going to hold that high ground. British forces are really getting into high numbers here. An incredible assault going on by British forces down there. Look at that, man. All the dead and everything. Look at that. All those bodies and corpses being animated. Oh, boy. Look at that. You can't even tell who's dead or wounded down there, can you? All right, Colonel Prescott is staying alive. Israel Putnam stayed alive. All right, very good. They're all... Wow, they're like spelled different ways, different times. Do not let British forces occupy the hill. Very good. Retreat from Breeds Hill. All right, new objective. All right, let's get out of here, boys. Do not let them climb to Breeds Hill. Very good. All right, let's get out of here. My goodness. British forces were definitely a force to be reckoned with. Breeds Hill, I've never heard of that. I've heard of Bunker Hill, but is that... All right, wait. Warren... What? General Staff should operate on... Well, we're retreating the hill anyway. General Staff should operate on the hill, but the other objective is to retreat from the hill. That's counter. General Staff should operate on the hill, but retreat from the hill. All right, so those are two contradictory objectives. I think it should declare that objective complete because we're ordered to retreat from the hill, which is why some of these guys are turning green now as they're retreating. All right, whatever. It's a little, it's just an early mod. So yeah, all of our forces have to retreat over here. You see them going under AI control once they reach that position because we have to retreat. So our forces are now pulling out and returning to Charleston after a really good defense here. Very good defense. Wow, look at that. Incredible. The amount of firepower from the British trying to dislodge us and the amount of enemy troops that we were able to kill in doing so. Wow, look at that. All right, let's keep our forces retreating. Let's get everyone off the hill. Let's get some of our friendly forces off the left flank. Alright, forces are leaving the hill in waves. They think that we're retreating. Little do they know, we've actually set up a nuclear bomb under... No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's get out of here, boys. Let's go. Alright, let's see here. Keep moving. Alright, forces are coming out of here. Very good. Alright, everyone's retreating very nicely. I don't think the general fell or anything like that, so luckily we got out of there in time. Alright, let's... Oh boy, the British are now occupying the hill. They've almost got the hill. Keep moving, boys. Everybody's got to go. Let's go. Who's on that left flank? You guys should be double timing it, not none of this crappy walk. Let's go. We got to move. Alright, British forces are about to secure the hill. Alright, our flankers are doing a nice job buying us time. There we go. The British forces are trying to make their way up the hill. We've got the flank. Alright, anybody on that hill's got to retreat. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Alright, forces are getting out of here. Come on, boys. Let's get that cannon out of here. We don't have to bring the cannon, but let's get the rest of our defenders out of here. Alright, everybody, let's go, let's go. Alright, I mean everybody, we're retreating. Let's go. Sound the horn. Alright, British forces have almost captured the hill. The rest of our forces have made it out of here and are retreating back into Charleston Chew, one of my favorite defenses and candies of all time. Alright, right side, here we go. This was fun. This was a lot of fun, so thanks for learning along with me. I've got a lot to learn about the Revolutionary War. I haven't learned about it since I was young, so it'll be interesting to learn a little bit more than about, you know, July 4th, 1776 and a few other things. So British forces are now going to hold the hill as we were instructed, so we've our officers have made it out of here. Our forces are making their way out of here, and I'm making my way out of here too. So thanks, folks, very much for joining me yet again for more Men of War Assault Squad 2, or in this case, the Born in the Fire mod, America. A fantastic mod, I must say, with very minor things that I would change. The cannons need a little brushing up, and you know, a little bit of the spelling and the a little bit of the narration. But other than that, man, does it stick true to history, and that's really cool. So that should be our last two troops out of here, folks, and that's gonna be me right there. Look at that, I'm munching on a Rice Krispie bar. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye. Look at that. There I go. Hightailing it. Perfect. Last one off the field. All right, British forces are now going to take the hill, and that's it. So all of the objectives completed except for General Staff should operate. Yeah, it's interesting. It says to, you know, operate on the hill, but then to retreat. I guess we got to wait till the last forces. There you go. Bunker Hills, or Breed's Hill's been evacuated. All right, let's see. We still keep Boston in the blockade, which the British cannot afford to stand. So we're blockading Boston. We're basically trying to, you know, blockade them and defend the city against their occupation and then recapture it. So despite the fact that our forces were defeated here, we've lost much less than the British. So the victory of the British troops was oh wow, he actually used the word privic. The consequences of today's battle, Englishmen will long disentangle. Wow, the English here. Wow. Okay, wow, that English, though. Very nice. All right, a very good mod. I will see you all very soon, and we'll see you. Goodbye.